Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a weekend reading, a week ahead reading, for the 21st of April until the 27th of April. Okay, happy Taurus season! Hurrah! It is the season of the bull. Hello, we are all here present and correct to celebrate the sun ingressing into the sign of the bull, which, in case you didn't know, was my birthday season. Hi. I thought I would look out one of my most bougie tarot decks, and my eyes fell upon the black version of the Soul Cards tarot. Now, look, it's rich gold. It's beautiful flowers. And it's black and it's gold and it's just luxe and it's beautiful. It's all the things. So I thought I would, and it's rose petal finish. It's just lovely. Comes in a variety of colours, which I've got most of them because it's very bougie. So we'll pull some cards from there. So I hope you're all doing well. Let me know what you're looking forward to in Taurus season, what you loved about Aries season. We are out of the retrogrades, hurrah! Everything will be starting to go forward again. Whether it's good or bad, well, we'll just need to wait and see. So let's see, can I have the cards please for a week commencing 21st of April to the 27th of April 2025, please. Let's see. Okay. So, energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting this one. Because as you know, I don't always look at the bottom of the deck, but when I do, there's usually a reason. Mainly because I want to, but anyway. So, Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is all about looking to the past. It's about that kind of melancholy feeling. It's that. So maybe this week, you know, there'll be a kind of period of reflection back in the past. There'll be an opportunity to reflect in the past. Interestingly enough, this is a card of Scorpio. So, with me going on about the sun moving into Taurus, Scorpio being Taurus's opposite sign. Okay, so it feels very much like the energy. There's a kind of there's almost a feeling of hope that moving forward there is going to be elements from the past, nicer parts, you know, emotionally kind parts, you know, that you want that energy to come forward within the next week, the next few days, right? So that's what I'm picking up for that particular card. Now, the main reading proper, well, let's see. We have got the Five of Pentacles. We have got the Eight of Swords. And we have got the Five of Wands, okay? Now, as much as I would love to say, oh, it's going to be marvellous because it's Taurus season and it's great. Okay, let's look at these cards and let's really dig into them, okay? So, Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is actually the first decan of Taurus. Okay, so that is exactly where the sun is as I'm speaking to you, okay? It is the beginning part of... It's the first 10 degrees of the sign of Taurus, okay? Now, traditionally, it is a card of feeling a bit left out, and maybe that is speaking to that Six of Cups, you know. Maybe this week there is, you'll maybe be in situations where you're feeling a bit kind of left out. Maybe you're starting a new job, maybe you're in an environment that's new to you, and you're feeling that wee bit kind of like you need a bit of a hug. It could be that there's been some loss going on, you know, there's been like some financial loss, or there's maybe been some loss of energy. This particular time, you know, it's been very heavy. with regards to energy, with regards to what we are experiencing both collectively and at an individual level. So you know what, the cards are going to show that up. But what I always like about the Five of Pentacles is, yes, it does express a feeling of loss or losing something, but I also think that it also is a sense of community as well. Taurus season is about growth, okay? So it's like reminding us, you know, where have we come from? This week, you know, if you're feeling a bit kind of melancholy, a bit kind of, oh well, it's not fair, and like the comparison monster is rearing its ugly head. Well, what I want you to do is, if that's you, if you're maybe scrolling through social media and you're like, oh well, look at what they've got, or look at what they've got, and I've not got that, and I've not been that successful, and yada 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 yada. Think about what you have already achieved. Okay, up until this point, what have you already achieved, and where can you grow more? Okay. The Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords here is following on for that Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Eight of Swords could maybe be like, you know, that mindset thing. Where are you holding yourself back? You know, are you leaning into thoughts that are, it's a card of Gemini, so multiple thoughts all at the same time. Are you leaning into those thoughts and using it as an excuse? Okay, now no everybody, obviously, of course I need to acknowledge that the fact that this isn't going to be everybody in that position. If you are in a situation that is deeply distressing, then you know it's known that it's not always going to be, oh, just change your mindset, you know, and I hate people who do that, because it reminds me of spiritual bypassing, and it's no, you know, one size does not fit all. So feeling trapped, if you can like find just a tiny bit of hope, you know, there's always something, you know, like can you even like, and I don't mean this to sound like horrible, right? But is there even a way that you could lie to yourself, right? It's like, fake it until you make it, that kind of energy, you know, that's what I mean. I don't mean like deliberately deceive yourself or deliberately deceive others. What I mean by that is just that kind of an energy, right? Okay, I'm really not sure about what I'm doing right now, but I want to do the thing, so I'm going to pretend that I can do the thing. And you know, sometimes you find that there's this kind of alchemical process that happens, that when you believe that you're going to do something, when you say out loud, when you show the universe that you're prepared to stand up for yourself, or you're prepared to show up for yourself, then, you know, people, situations, conversations, things like that, you become privy to that in your life. So this is like this wonderful, wonderful experience that you can perhaps have this week. You know, like even just reaching out to a friend. You know, think of the traditional Rider-Waite version of the Five of Pentacles. You're kind of left out in the cold, but there's two of you. Okay, so you're not really alone. And I think that some people need a reminder of that this week. The Five of Wands, you know, showing up here is a card of Leo. Fives are difficult. There's no way around it, right? But the conflict that we maybe see in the Five of Wands is conflicting passions, conflicting thoughts, maybe it's conflicting dreams, conflicting desires that you want to have, you know, because it's like, and I'm being reminded by whatever, hi, hello, guides, whomever, I'm being reminded to express this sentiment that I remember reading, and it's like, if you believe that you're in love with somebody and then somebody else, if you believe that you're in love with somebody and then somebody else comes along and then you think you're in love with two people, go with the second one. And I think it was Prince or something that said that, I don't know, but for some reason that came into my mind really strongly there, that I had to share that with you. I mean, do I believe that? Well, I don't really know where I stand in the whole falling in love thing, right? I'm pretty jaded, even for a tarot reader. I'm pretty jaded. Queen of Swords, remember, right? Okay, but if you need a reminder of that, you know, of that conflict of your passions, it doesn't necessarily need to be a relationship with people. It can be that relationship with yourself. It doesn't need to be a romantic relationship. It can be a business partnership. Maybe there is two potential collaborations happening and you're not quite sure what one to take. And it's causing this inner dilemma, you know, this inner conflict. So what I would suggest is, you know, look at each of them individually. Is it possible to do the two of them? Is it possible to push one back? Okay, how much of your resources, how much of your spiritual currency are you going to need to invest in these projects? Okay, and see if it's actually worth it. Okay, my darlings. So hope that makes sense. Hope it's gave you some clarity. Enjoy the first week of Taurus season. I intend to. And I will catch you next week. I will be the monthly readings for May should hopefully be going up this week. But just give me some grace. Okay, thank you very much. Remember, if you want to book a personal reading, the details are in the description box below. If you want to hit the thumbs up and even subscribe if you're new here, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, take care. Bye.